Daily Devotion with Pastor Balla for July 6th, 2025. Nations rage against God's plan. From Psalm chapter 2, verses 1 through 3. Why do the nations rage and the peoples plot in vain? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, "Let us burst their bonds apart and cast away their cords from us." Now, the opening verses of Psalm 2 lay bare the universal human problem: rebellion against God's authority. The psalmist looks at the tumult of the nations and poses the question, why? Why do people rise up in anger against the one who created them? Why do rulers and powers unite in their schemes against the Lord and his anointed? This rebellion is not a matter of ignorance, but of deliberate resistance. They see God's rule as chains to be broken, cords to be cast away. They desire a freedom that refuses submission to the Creator, as though true liberty could be found apart from God. This is the tragic futility of fallen human heart. It resents the gracious reign of God and views his loving rule as oppressive. The sinful mind cannot see that his commands are life-giving, nor that his lordship brings peace. Instead, they imagine that God's will is restrictive and seeks to overthrow it. The psalmist rightly describes all such plotting as vain. Human rebellion, no matter how powerful or coordinated, cannot succeed against the sovereign Lord. God's anointed refers to its first sense to the King of Israel. Yet, it points beyond to Christ, the true Messiah. In Acts chapter 4, the apostles recognize these words fulfilled in the opposition that Jesus faced from Herod, Pilate, and all who conspired against him, even crucifying the Anointed One. Human rage only serves God's redemptive plan. Their rebellion could not destroy his purpose, but fulfilled it. In that moment of greatest human defiance, God accomplished salvation for the world. This reveals how utterly futile it is to war against God. Christ's reign now and forever, seated at the right hand of God, where no council of earthly rulers, no movement of godless power can unseat him. Though the nations rage, they cannot overcome the one who holds all things in his hands. As believers, we take great comfort in this. The chaos and rebellion around us cannot separate us from Christ or topple his gracious rule. Though the world will continue to resist, the Lord will remain King, unshaken and victorious. So let us then delight in his gracious bonds, the cords of his word, his forgiveness, and his promises. In them alone there is true freedom, peace, and hope that no human power can overthrow. God's peace and many blessings be with you, and thank you for listening. And please take an opportunity to share this message with others.